Hello and welcome to the very first video of Planet Coaster on this channel. This is a game that I've been spending many hours in. I can't put it down, and I've been waiting to play it for so long, and I finally just went ahead, I got it, and I can't leave this. So that's why I decided this will be a great thing to do on the channel, and I hope to show you guys just how beautiful this place is. And in fact, I've been trying for a few minutes to think of how I could, and really I think the game speaks for itself. Like, look at this. Let's get started. First of all, we are going to be playing through a challenge mode of this game. So we've got our whole big open area here where we get to build our own theme park and we get to do amazing things, crazy things that can't even be done in the real world. But you know what? That's the cool thing about it. We can let our imaginations go crazy. And not only that, also, I guess if you guys have got this game or have seen this game, I'm sure a lot of people have seen this game from my channel, and you guys probably, I'm sure, thought it was as cool as I did. And if you didn't, you're about to get told just how cool this game is. I'm just going to set that to a nice time that we can see what we're doing. So how about, as I say, we'll let this game speak for itself, and I'll tell you guys where I've been for the past few days, and that has been right over here where I am right now, playing this game non-stop. It's just so exciting, really. I've just been doing more and more building. I can't believe that I can keep doing this for this long, but really it's got me gripped here, man. I've been playing around with some of the cool ideas. The building mechanics of this game are just incredible, and I've messed up this path already. I was trying to do a really cool path to impress you guys, and it looks like I've absolutely failed. So I'm about to just undo all of that, and we just keep going right there. All right, so actually, that's a good idea. There we go. Great idea, path. Let's just do that, and then we'll go off here and do that and that. So what I hope to do is, if you guys do end up playing this game or end up getting it for yourselves, I don't recommend many games, but this is one I definitely would recommend giving a try. It's just such an awesome, beautiful game, and as I say, there's so many things we can do. So what I hope to do, if you guys do end up playing a game like this, is getting the basic stuff down so that you know what you're doing when you start it, because I've had some... I mean, I'm not a very good person at watching tutorials, let me be honest. I never watched the first tutorials in a game, and I really should, but you know what, I love figuring stuff out. I love that little feeling you get where you... Why can't I place this exit? There we go. Okay, that's about probably why. But I love that feeling of just being lost in the game and not knowing what you're doing, and I definitely got that feeling with this game, which was really awesome, because of course, you don't watch tutorials, but really, yeah, it was really awesome just figuring this out, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys a little bit of the stuff that I've learned, and if you do play it, of course, you guys will be able to get a head start on where I started, at least. So first of all, the strategy behind this park is you want to create a park where you've got a whole bunch of money coming in so you can build cool things, and then once you're building cool things, you also have to make sure you pretty much not spending too much money. That's, I guess, the nature of these sorts of games, as many people will know about, these strategy-based games. Don't like the ending. In fact, actually, I might just change that over to that. Yeah, let's change it over to this one. And this is what I'm doing is a bit silly, because I should just undo all this and get the money back, because I'm not getting as much money back, I'm pretty sure, for these paths. But you know what, let's just do that. We'll do it. So the challenge is we've only had $4,000 because we started on a medium difficulty, and that has meant we've got to be wise about how we spend our money in the beginning. And obviously, a theme park needs some rides. Roller coasters, I was about to say, but those aren't coming in for a while. So this is our very first ride. It's called Insanity number 2. Don't ask what happened to number 1, but this is number 2. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and just make our ride customizable. In fact, pretty much everything in this game is customizable, and that's the beauty of it. And while we're doing this, I guess I may as well quickly explain to you what I'm going for here, because I'm choosing a set building style that I want to use. And the building style that I'm going for is a very kind of, I guess, boring in terms of this game, because it's a set style from this game, but I think it'll look really cool when it's done, and it's really good for me to demonstrate these sorts of things. It's a standard like magical medieval kind of feel, just a magical place. That's what we're going for. And let me just do this, and we will open the ride like that. First ride already opened. We're only a few minutes into this already, so here's a little tip if you guys do play it. Bump that number up a little bit. I know, you want to give people value for money, but not in the beginning. You got a theme park to run. And how about we just, leave that at half load. We'll just do that for now. Pretty much, that's our first ride done. And the coolest thing, this is what I really love about this game, is this challenge mode has got a little bit of a balance to it. Look, that person didn't like it. She thought it was a bit expensive, but that's all right. Someone will come. And what I think is really cool is the way they balance the strategy part of the game, so controlling your funds, controlling how your park is laid out, with the decorating part of it. So this little thing over here, when you click the ride, you've got a Q scenery rating. So that is the scenery rating around this little squiggly queue here. And I decided to do it a bit more squiggly, make it a bit more interesting. In fact, straight paths aren't actually very exciting, but we're going for very simple stuff for our very first park that we're doing on our videos here. And yeah, look, there they come. The crowds come flooding in for this ride. So what we're going to do is we're going to be decorating this path and getting that number up there. And that's a good little trick that I've learned, is getting that number up is so important, because that means you can really get a lot of people wanting to get on the rides and charge a bit more for the rides. That's pretty much what you're trying to do here. And while we're doing that, I can maybe demonstrate to you what I'm thinking. All right, so let's do a little bit of a story in here. We've got Robin Hood, or a guy like Robin Hood, an archer, busy firing his arrow across the beginning here, just to make it a bit more exciting. And how about we get him firing it off of a rock? Because there's so much cool stuff. Let's start off with the most basic of cool things, a rock. And I think these are really awesome. So first of all, you could just place a rock down like that. But the game gives you so many more options. You can also go ahead and click on it, go X, and, well, press X, of course, the button X. And how awesome is that? Put a little bit of a rock down there, and the story begins. We can put that over there, pop in one of these guys over here, an animatronic, in fact, animatronic archer, and we can have this one facing around there by doing the exact same thing. And what I'm thinking we can do, which would be kind of cool, imagine getting onto this ride and feeling like you're getting an arrow shot above your head over you onto there. So that's a little bit of a thing. And of course, we can't really theme this ride just yet. We don't actually have too many rides that are themable, and I was going for something a bit more exciting. These ones over here give a bit more excitement than some of the other rides that are available to us. I want this guy to be in the rock, but I don't want his feet to be gone. Yeah, let's just try and hide that. In fact, let's just do something a little bit more sneaky. We'll get one of these small ones. Where's a small rock? There's a small rock over there. Oh, no, we did not. Oh, wow, I've really messed that up. How about I just do that? We've lost Robin Hood. All right, so let's just get this guy in here very quickly, and we need a rock there anyway. So we'll put the rock there. We know it's going to go there. I appear to have lost Robin Hood, but we've got him back very quickly. We'll face him that direction there, pop it down, and then just quickly get him in spot over there, hiding that little animatronic box that you can see. You can maybe just see it a little bit there, but that's all right. Actually kind of looks like a rock. And, oh, yeah, just a little bit more down. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get through how to build. I mean, look at this already. People queuing up. That price, as I tell you, you get a bit more for your ride. You can see we're making money back again. We were actually a bit below 1,000 before. And you can see we're slowly working up this Q scenery rating. We've just put a few rocks down, but already it's feeling really good. And you can see which direction is this guy going? Right around here. So the next little part of our build, because we're going to be doing this, and then we're also going to be doing just a standard build. And hopefully it's not just a standard build. Hopefully it's an impressive standard build. But there we go. How does that feel? He needs to maybe move over a little bit, but let's just do that there. There we go. I've mistakenly duplicated this, but that's all right. We'll just delete that. Wonderful. Nah, still a little bit more. Just like this. Perfect. All right, so that's the idea. We can do this stuff. These things can intersect with each other, which allow us to make really cool things. And I want to just show off the building stuff because I honestly am so impressed with the building mechanics in this game. What you can do, and I'm still very noobish, but there's so many cool things that are available to you that I just can't let go untold. So how about we do this? We can look at this little brick pillar here. Let's just move it a little bit over. And I'm going to go for the beginning of this theme, this medieval theme. I've got some colors that I've been using recently, so we may as well use some of those. They probably will be very close. We'll choose something like this and go for a nice kind of, yeah, like that. In fact, I want that color over here, and maybe we'll do this one a little bit darker, like that. There we go. Perfect. All right. So what I'm thinking we can do is we can maybe make a little bit of an arch over here. And this will be the start of our magical medieval kingdom that I was thinking, the fantasy land that we're going for. And in fact, let me just get rid of this. I'll show you a little bit of a cool trick. Control X. Bam. Pull that over. Copied the same thing over. Already got some cool stuff going on here. So that's that beginning of this ride done. We've got the archer going over there. We've got that going around there. And what I want to do is I want to just maybe make a little bit of an archway going over the top of this. I really should have created this as a building, which I'll show you very soon. But let's just go around down here. I know that there is, if I just go columns, maybe that'll help me. I know that there is one of these, a wooden thing. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make a little bit of I don't know what you'd call it, a banner or an arch. I guess this is an arch in its own right. And I think that was actually that should be angle snapping, which I will explain hopefully at some point. But you guys get the picture. I know you guys. If you have any questions, of course, just put them in the comment section. People always will be able to help you. I'm sure someone around here plays this game and is hopefully pretty excited to be playing this game. That looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not as good on the fly as I am when I'm just busy messing around. But what I think we'll do is we'll do this, right? So we've got this piece here. We can just select all of these. Can we select all of them? There. No, apparently we can't. Okay. So we'll just do this. Pull it down here. Pull that one over there. Down as well. And you can kind of see this little piece here. In fact, let's just do this. Let's just go for a new design. We don't need that. We don't need that wood. We're just going to hide those little things. It's a little bit of a thing I like to do. Make sure I hide those things. And that feels like an entrance to a ride. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just take some time, get this area looking pretty. And you can see we're on right now 15% Q rating. And you can see guests think the queue look for Insanity was fast. It's quite quick. Well, looks fast. It's quite quick. Eventually these people are going to be saying this ride looks really good. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go and build some stuff here. Just do a overall decorating. Make this look like a forest behind here. Make this path over here. In fact, we've got some cool terrain options, which I really would love to get into. But sadly, we don't have the money just yet. So we will eventually get this money. But there we go. We got like a nice little thing going on there. Really get this feeling, feeling good, looking good. And I'll be back right now. There you go, guys. Just a very basic sort of thing. I know it's not too exciting. We've just put trees and stuff, but I really thought the trees looked really good. And that's what I was really hoping to get here. Just an overall feel for how this works. So I like the bushes. I think the bushes look really cool. And what we can do now is I think what would really add a lot to this would be to go ahead and play with another little idea, which I've actually got over here. So look at this. That is what you think it is. It's disgusting. Look at that. We've got this big spinning thing. Of course, someone's going to get a little bit sick. There's another guy getting a little bit sick. And if we go around to park management, we might be lucky for me to show you this. So I wish there were more rides. Okay, it turns out that my thing I was hoping to see was that someone needed a first aid room, which is alright. In fact, maybe if I click that. No, not even there. No one needs a first aid room. But you know what? We're going to put one in here anyway. Because I was playing around and this will give you a kind of feel for the buildings we're going to be doing. And I've got a few blueprints which I was messing around with. And this one right around here was what I came up with. A first aid room just like that. And I think that might just give you the feel for what we can do with buildings. So first of all, that is what I came up with. It's got some kind of curved pieces there. A bit of that there. Let's just actually make a little bit of a terrain path over here. Smallest brush we got. Wonderful. There you go. Now it feels like someone's actually walking there. Maybe we could even just add in a little bit of something else. But the idea is that you start off with something very basic, and I will show you exactly what this thing looks like before we get to it, and what we end up doing with it afterwards. So let's just do that, and we'll just push this underground. Let's just go here like a stepping stone sort of thing. There, and copy that over around here, turn around, flick around there, and just like that, You've messed up. I've messed up. Let me just leave that there, right? So people who are sick can go straight out of here, straight into there. Bam. They're not going to be leaving this stuff around the park. We actually need to get a janitor to clean that up. But what it was saying was that this over here actually starts off like this right over here. A very ugly looking building, in fact. It's the first aid room. And that's what it looks like in the beginning. You can do this. In fact, you can even get into that and change those around. This sadly does not have a color option, but it's alright. I've got some cool tricks to intersect stuff with buildings. Look at that. A lot of sick people walking in there. They get in there getting their sickness gone. So that was the first stage. So basically the idea is you want to get your rides sorted. Then you're going to have a look straight in the park management. You're going to see, ew, I stepped in sick. I wish there was more rides. We've got a solution to stepping in that sickness over there. And by the way, I can't believe I forgot to do this. But this is sitting at 60%, which isn't good. You can see it's still orange. We're going to get that into the green. And the way we're going to do that is by adding our first shop. And this shop is going to be something similar to this build over here. We're going to do it from scratch right now. And that is going to be a, where is it? Ice cream shop, milkshake shop. That's the one we want. We're going to do this over here. And this is a little bit sneaky, I guess, what I'm doing. And we're going to do a small build, not a big build, just one like this. And what we are going to be doing is we're going to be doing this close enough to this that the scenery we put on here will be adding to this. Now, I'm starting to hope that this will, but we'll work it out. If not, we'll move stuff around. So the idea is that you can see I've placed this down and it's created this little grid. It's building number 7. You can see up there. And this was something that confused me when I started. And hopefully, if you guys are going to be playing this game, you've got the one up on me, at least. It's a little bit of getting your head around, but you'll eventually work it out. And what I'm going for here, I think this was a classic brick, if I'm not mistaken. Over here, classic brick wall. There we go. We can maybe choose some colors similar to what we just chose there before. One like that and one like that. That'll work. Maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah, okay, perfect. And what we're going to do is we're just going to place these walls around here. So first of all, go and press Z, wall around there. In fact, we put it on top. And here's a little bit of a trick, right? So you end up putting walls in like this at first, which is what I did. And I wasn't too happy with these little gaps in here. I was like, I really wish I could do a wall touching each other, like on these sides here, like this kind of. In fact, I'll just do it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like that over there. And I was like, that looks so cool. Like they actually intersecting and they're working. And how do I do that? And the way you do it is you just press M, go around there, press Shift, bam, wall in place. And you've got everything fitting together so nicely. And I just can't believe I did not, of course, watch tutorial videos. That's my my biggest problem. But let's do this over here. Down there, bam. Very, very simple build. It looks kind of similar to that, and that's what I was hoping for. And we can go ahead and just pop on a roof, and then we can start detailing it, adding on those little bits and pieces, which I think will look really, really cool. So that roof over there was, in fact, I think, that one right over there. Beautiful. And we've got so many customizable options in this game. Of course, you can go ahead and click whatever color you want. We're going to try and match it sort of similar to that there. That's close. That's actually probably spot on right there. And we've got our very first shop around here. And I just want to put this one down a tad. So we'll go down like there will be good. Perfect. And what we can do now is we can start decorating this. So the first things I want to do is create a little bit of a pillar system in the front here. So we'll go back to the columns over here and get that brick pillar. Maybe change this up a little bit. Make it a little bit lighter like what we've done on the last wall. Over there and over there. Beautiful. And right around here we can place it. And just right click that. Move it in there. And we've got our very first little pillar in this wall. Now, hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about with this game being such a beautiful game. First of all, look at the colors. And in fact, and the shadows. Let's just go around here and hopefully you can appreciate the light and the shadows at night. Look at that. Looks beautiful. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Like that. And you can really do some crazy builds. In fact, I encourage you right now to go ahead and check some people's builds out on YouTube. There's some absolutely insane, massive builds, which hopefully we'll be getting into sometime soon. Some larger builds, some prettier builds than what I've got here. But right now, I'm content with learning this game and messing around with it. And hopefully you guys enjoy this and want to learn a bit more of this game with me. So we'll do that there. We'll go in there a little bit. And already, the building's looking kind of cool. Now, I've gone ahead and I've used these little pieces here, these wooden what are they, wooden beams? I think wooden columns. And I really liked what I did here, which was using this here, we'll just go and turn around this way here, and then we'll put it up there. Oh, in fact, that's actually the wrong size. Is that the one I used? I'm starting to think it was wooden pillars. No, it was the wooden column. How am I so lost? I tell you what, let's just go in here and we'll check it out for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click done. I'm finished with that building. So this has got a really cool little system in this game where you can make buildings. So anything, when you place it on a grid, creates a new building. So there we go, building 8,180. Obviously I did that a while ago. And this one here is building 7. So we'll click on this one here and edit building. And what that means we can do is we can click on that and we can see it's actually a wooden column of 4 meters. So we did actually have the right one. We'll click back on this building, so we've selected it. And the benefit of what I'm talking about with this building thing here is when I want to move a building, it moves everything. So I can really just move everything that I had there. But we don't want to do that, but we can. And that's what's really, really awesome about it. And I really, really love that about this game is that you can make a lot of things very, very fast and you can put them all together. And it was wooden column before I start messing up again. Over there, perfect. And it was 4 meters, right? Yep, perfect. So we do that there, and then we'll put another one in right around here. But a little bit of a trick is Control X. Make it a little bit longer. And like that, we can just select both of them. Not what I just did there. Select, Control. Wait, these aren't part of the building. See, I'm messing up. This is actually a little bit of a thing you need to get your head around, is making sure you're always in the building you want to be building. I keep forgetting, and it's messed me around a few times, but that's all right. I'll learn one day. So there we go. What I was saying is we can go ahead, click on that one there, and just make 2 of these, which is good because that means I can Control click both of those and put them in here and make this really cool little edge piece like that. Push that out a little bit there. That out a little bit there. And it really just means you can create so many details like that. Look at that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Click on that again. Just like that. Little... Why am I doing this to myself? Okay, so click on the blue one. Pull it out there. And just make little things like this. You can see I've tilted some of these. I've done a few other things. But it's really, really awesome. I'll leave that for now. And I'll complete them all when we're not around here. But I can also go ahead and do stuff like this. Windows and doors. Create an entrance door, an entranceway for this thing. Maybe something like that. So where the employees would come in to work in this building. What door should I choose? Maybe something like that. Very simple. Looks like something that could be in a theme park, just trying to hide it from everyone. Tie in with the theme and have the employees entrance, which actually I think coincidentally is actually there. So what I'll do right now is I'll go ahead, add a few more little details, some lighting, some signboards, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully it turns out very, very good. And before we do that, that's at 67. Perfect. So see, we're in range for this to add to this building. And what did I tell you about it earlier? We've got queues, we've got people lining up because this ride is so, so pretty. And I guarantee you, if we didn't have this number as high as we have it now, it wouldn't be doing quite as well. So while I do this, here's a little trick. I'm going to go to park management. You can see people aren't very happy. They've got some issues with not enough rides and stepping in sick. So we're going to actually hire our very first staff member. And that is going to be a janitor. And we really don't need this many janitors, but we're going to, well, I mean, one is already more than enough. But we'll put a janitor down and we'll also put in a bin just so that people can throw this stuff away, because people in this game like to litter, and it's really disgusting, but you know, we can't do anything about it. But we've got a janitor now. That'll help him out quite a bit. And there you have it, guys. I've just spent a ridiculous amount of time on doing the smallest of things, but you can see what I mean about this game, hopefully by now, of just how crazy awesome that is. Look at that. Putting all that together, just as a simple park bench. And in fact, we could even put something in the way of that park bench in this little building that we created here. Building number 8. You can see there what I mean with the buildings. And what that would allow us to do is just let them look like they're sitting on a log, for instance, if we made a log, or if we made our own bench there. We could really just do that, and that is really, really cool, and what I really love about this game. By the way, guys, if you do enjoy this new stuff on the channel, please let me know. The best way, of course, is letting me know in the comment section, and also if I get a lot of likes, I assume you guys are enjoying it. So that is pretty much all I wanted to do with the building, but I'll quickly mention what I did do before this, and the grand reveal will be happening now of whether or not we have got closer to 100 with this little bit of stuff. I doubt it, though. I think we'll probably be like closer to 70 right now. But let's just click there. Bam. 82. Wow, that's actually really, really good. But what happened while I was just doing that last little bit is that we actually had a bit of a problem here. Let's just click on these. You can see Insanity 2 is broken down, so I had to quickly hire our second staff member around here, which this guy here, what is his name? We've got a third. My apologies. I forgot all about Carlo Hurt, who was actually our first. And Rayleigh Luther is the mechanic that got us this thing all sorted out. And it's quite an expensive thing. So hopefully we can get another ride to be able to fund ourselves. But we seem to be just making it through here monthly. In fact, that's not just making it through. We've made it through with extra right there. So we're definitely having a very, very good month this month. And that's just from one ride. One very simple ride. So what I hope to do is obviously just keep this going, building crazier things, slowly ramping things up. But guys, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed this video, please let me know. Please leave a like. I would appreciate it very, very much if you did enjoy it. And I hope to continue doing this sort of stuff. So thank you very, very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.